Imagine marrying the man of your dreams. He's charming, handsome, a decorated war hero who saved lives. That was Sarah's reality. She met David at a charity gala. He was humble, spoke of his time in the military with a quiet pride, and had a smile that could light up a room. For 2 years, their life was a fairy tale. They bought a house. He was a loving stepfather to her daughter, and the whole town looked up to him as a local hero. But fairy tales, as we know, often hide dark secrets. The first crack appeared on a Tuesday morning. Sarah was watching the news while making breakfast. A special report flashed on the screen, an age-progressed photo of a fugitive wanted for a series of audacious heists across 5 states a decade ago. The man was a ghost, a criminal mastermind known only as the Chameleon. Sarah froze, coffee pot in hand. The eyes in the sketch, they were David's eyes. She shook her head, laughing it off. It was a coincidence, a silly, unnerving coincidence. But the seed of doubt was planted. She started noticing things. David's late-night business calls in hushed tones. The locked briefcase he always kept in his study. The one he said contained sensitive military documents. The way he'd flinch whenever a police car drove past their house. She tried to ignore it, telling herself she was being paranoid. This was David, her David, the man who held her when she cried and taught her daughter how to ride a bike. He couldn't be that person. The suspense was eating her alive. One night, fueled by a mixture of fear and a desperate need for the truth, she decided to act. David was out at a town hall meeting, being honored for his community service. Sarah's hands trembled as she picked the lock on his briefcase. It sprung open. Inside, there were no military documents. Instead, she found stacks of cash, multiple fake IDs with David's picture but different names, and a detailed map of a bank in a neighboring state, marked with escape routes. Her world shattered. The man she loved, the hero her daughter adored, was a complete fabrication. He wasn't David, the war hero. He was Daniel, the chameleon, a man who had built a life on lies, right under her nose, in her home, in her heart. Suddenly, the front door clicked open. David was home early. Sarah looked up from the briefcase, her face pale with terror, and met his gaze. The charming smile was gone. In its place was the cold, calculating look of a stranger, the most wanted man in America. Her fairy tale had just become a living nightmare. What would you do if the person you trusted most was a complete lie? The story of what happened next is even more shocking. Make sure you follow to hear the conclusion.